Dear God, fine.
It's still morning if you think about it. It is 11. Okay, it's not that morning, but it's 11:30. Never mind.
It's still morning.
Yeah, it's pretty morning.
Come on!
Welcome to Oh God No. I'm Kalis Aurore.
And I'm Blaine.
All right.
And I'm not awake enough for this.
We're gonna dive right into it with something that's pretty important to me, and that's separation of personal and professional aspects of our life, and particularly how that pertains to social media in our everyday lives. It's something that's been brought up a lot with my work. And it's something that I actually read a little bit of an article about, that was linked to a post on Facebook in which people were actually let go from their jobs because of things that they had said online, and people could actually trace them back to their work. So I'm definitely pro separation. Mostly.
It really doesn't matter to me, so long as people aren't like, posting everything.
Yes, that's another thing. Posting
literally
every aspect of
the
your
internet is not a diary. Don't treat it like one, please.
Unless you have a blog, then people might
want to read.
But
even then, that's the purpose of a blog.
Yeah.
But
and even blogs don't go into that much detail.
And blogs are old.
Mm.
Most. I can't speak English. Nowadays it's all video logs. Vlogs.
Just call them vlogs.
No. I had to say the full thing. It was necessary.
Very necessary.
So necessary.
Yeah, like...
Oh, that's right, I'm going to interrupt you. When you say important in your life, is it top 5, top 10, or what?
Top 20.
Top 20? Well, that's not... Well...
Lower end of top 20.
You're the lower end of top 20.
That was a good crack on my neck.
It was. It was terrible. Don't do it again.
Yeah, it's something that's been brought up a lot with the work that I do. I'd like to bring up something that I witnessed happen secondhand sort of thing. So soldier, reservist soldier in the Canadian military. He liked to post a lot of videos on YouTube. His Facebook account and his YouTube account were tied pretty closely together. His profile pictures were of him in uniform. His profession was set to him being in the military. And normally, that's not so bad, so long as you're maintaining a professional appearance online. This individual was not very. He was pretty new to the military. One of his videos involved him making a bow and arrow out of an old wiper blade for a vehicle.
Did it work?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Can we watch the video after this?
I'm not sure if it's still up.
Okay, we're gonna find it though. That's pretty cool.
Another one had something to do with a dishwasher. And another one was of him in uniform on one of his courses doing a one-armed chin-up. And your workplaces, depending on the place, will monitor these sort of things. The military has a specific subunit that monitors online activity of their members, and they posted a comment on that video. It wasn't kind of a sort of official comment. It was just sort of reminding him that you're activity online is monitored. Like, we are aware of it, and just keep it professional, sort of thing. What's another one? Specifically in the article that I was reading that was linked to a Facebook post. Very racist comments from people. A lot of them having to do with the events happening in Ferguson. And people did lose their jobs. You know, like, this was stuff that happened on Twitter and stuff like that, and people would post links to it on sites like 4chan and stuff like that, and be like, okay, hackers of the internet, find these people. And it wasn't that hard. These people had their Facebook set to public, had their work open on there, and even if your Facebook isn't set to public, it's very easy to find ways around that. Online security is a major thing for a lot of people, and
oh yeah, like that one video you showed me.
Which one was that?
The guy doing stand-up there who's accessing Facebook accounts from...
Oh,
from
yes,
like all around the world.
It was a TEDx video, I believe. It might not have been, but I believe it was, by an individual who works for Nottingham University. And he had a bot program doing the accessing to Facebook. And, of course, Facebook blocked the bot program from most of the stuff, but he brought up a good point. Like, people have heard of pleaserobme.com, where
I haven't.
You haven't?
No.
Okay, pleaserobme.com is a website that links to people's Facebooks, and it shows where the people live, and they post when they're going to work and stuff like that nobody's home, right? And people like, hey, this guy's out of his house, go and rob him, right?
Wow.
And he wanted to see if you could tell where people work from Facebook. And it was very easy. And he said, very, very easy steps. You know, have your Facebook set to public. Have where you work set there. Check in at work on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know people on Facebook who do that.
I don't see the point in checking in anywhere. If somebody wants to know where I am, they can ask.
I've checked in at home.
I think I've done that a few times, but where I've checked in has been very remote northern Saskatchewan.
Yeah, doing your guide work.
But otherwise, I don't see the point. If somebody wants to know where I am, they can ask me.
And he also... he found this one person on there, and of course Facebook blocked the bot program that he was using, but he's like, there's a very easy way for me to get around this, because he grabs his iPad and he's looking through, and his iPad's linked to the projector up behind him, and the Facebook status was, or the Facebook profile was set to public. He had a post in the very recent history with his new phone number. You could very easily tell certain family members what he did for a living, and he actually phoned the guy and was like, yeah, by the way, I'm so and so at this sort of event. I have access to your Facebook account. I found your phone number. I can tell who your family member is. I can tell you like trees, stuff like that, and it scared me, quite frankly. I don't think I have my Facebook set to public at all now.
I don't know what I have mine set to. I don't think it's public either, but it's not like freaking wired down, secure. It's Facebook. I don't post anything. You don't, and you take that position of it doesn't really matter to you. But okay, back to the original point, like the whole keeping personal and work separate.
Yes.
Like, yeah, I don't really care so long as you keep it to a minimum.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's always that line. There's always overdoing it.
Oh,
and a lot of people do. If you can post the odd thing here and there, but when you start to bitch about everything, then it gets out of hand. Like, there's literally no point. It's, you know, if you're either complaining about your job or you're complaining about something, change it. If you don't like your job, quit. If you don't like someone, quit talking to them.
If you don't like your job that much, someone might just access your Facebook and tell your boss.
Yeah, exactly. And but yeah, like, to me, it doesn't matter if you're, you know, joining the two, personal and work, but there's always that line. Do not cross that line, and a lot of people do that. Like, it's
yes, there definitely is a line, but I take the point of view of just don't have your work on your Facebook. Don't set your work to, or don't. There's a section in Facebook for where you work or where you have worked. Just don't fill it out.
Yeah, that's...
Don't check in at work. Don't do anything work related. And you can take the opposite point of view with that. I know my father works for a home security company whom I will leave nameless.
That's
Blaine.
fine. I wasn't going to say anything. Come on.
You've done it before.
Hey, you know what?
Anyways.
Don't make me.
And he would set... His profile picture was set to the company logo. He had it set very publicly what his work was. He would do posts, you know, hey, if you want a security system, get in touch with me. Friends and family benefits, all this sort of stuff. And that worked for him. Because his presence online was not a negative... It wasn't a negative presence. He wouldn't post inappropriate stuff, that sort of thing.
Well, yeah, if you're going to keep positive about what you do, then there's, you know, then it's fine. But it's when you get really negative that, like, what's the point? People are just going to see that and go, like, this person's just bitching and complaining. I don't want to see this shit. They're annoying me.
Oh, yeah.
If you keep positive, people, hey, you know what? Hey, this guy likes what he does. He's very upbeat guy. You know, there's no problem with that.
Yeah. So basically, to summarize, if you're going to have your work public, online...
Be positive about it.
Be positive, not only in what you post about your work, but in what you post personally.
About your life.
About your life, yes. Keep things within the law. People do notice. If you're one of those people who, like me, sometimes post some things that aren't exactly PG or PC, progressive conservative. Okay. Leave it be.
Okay.
Just don't have your work there. Don't mention it. Don't talk about it. Don't check in. Stuff like that. I can sometimes take a very strong, opinionated point of view on some things, but most of the time I keep it pretty positive. But because I do post those things sometimes, I will keep it off.
Pretty.
I'm a pretty pony. Anyways.
Ponies.
Just, if you're like me...
He's not pretty.
Keep it off the internet. Keep your work off the internet. If you're like Blaine, feel free, have at her.
Post anything, whether it's work or personal.
You do tag me in photos and stuff like that.
Yeah, the odd
And then there was that one that Todd... Well, and you also have to keep in mind what others tag you in.
There are boundaries.
There are boundaries.
Things that are not meant for anyone's eyes. Like...
Or things that reference things that shouldn't be brought up.
Yes, about someone else's personal life.
Yeah. Your friends...
We recently had that.
Yes, we did.
And that was so inappropriate. Like,
a friend posted something and tagged not only Blaine, but my sister in it.
It was not the most appropriate thing to have been put on a public website or the internet at all.
And you also have to account for that, what your friends do, because that can also be traced back to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The internet is not
a good place.
Not a good place for a lot of things. Play games on it. Go back to the '90s and play paint and pinball and solitaire and shit like that, and you'll be good.
Okay, we're at the 15-minute mark. I think we should transition into our channel's namesake session, which is, oh God, no.
Oh, yay! Time
Yay.
for that.
Please excuse us while we have technical difficulties.
The first one is terrible. It's a terrible prank.
It is
and a reason.
an absolutely terrible prank.
Okay, so what we have is a guy bungee jumping. I don't know if it's his first time or what.
I hope it's his first time.
Oh God,
that would just
that probably is. That's probably why they did that. His friends were like, you know what? Let's make him shit himself.
Oh God.
Okay, so the guy's bungee jumping, and he started his jump. He's already off the platform, and the instructor took another rope.
By the way, we're gonna have the photo between us.
Well, okay, so I guess they'll be able to see it. And
would you do it?
no, fuck no, I would not bungee
That's not
jump.
what you say.
Oh God, no, I would not bungee jump.
Now, I would bungee jump. I would love to go bungee jumping sometime. Unfortunately, in Saskatchewan, we don't have anywhere tall enough to actually.
I'm gonna quote a movie. I'm gonna reference a movie here. I have this thing about vomiting in public. And yes, it has to do with bungee jumping too. In the movie, they mention bungee jumping. No, I don't care if I vomit in public.
I would do it. I would hate someone if they threw a fake rope out afterwards.
I'd be the guy to throw the fake rope.
And there's another guy going, no, don't do it, don't do it.
Oh shit, that's terrible. I wouldn't fuck. No.
I'd do it, but I'd hate whoever set that prank up.
I'm gonna make sure I'm with you. I'm gonna make sure I'm with you when that happens. I will. I'll tell the instructor. Okay.
Oh!
This one's...
God, no!
I think that'd be fun, except I'd probably kill myself. I'd actually...
I could see you doing motocross.
I mean, I'd like it. I don't know.
I probably would too.
Just that part, I would not.
No!
I'd make sure I'm holding on to it.
Done, messed up, son.
Yeah. Oh, shit. That's beautiful.
Oh...
No, I would...
He's a good, 3 feet away from it, and there's no way he's getting back to that thing.
He could swim in the air.
Well, no, the bike has more momentum than he does because it's got more weight.
Yeah,
more
he
inertia.
let go at a wrong time.
Oh.
I would, except the whole... it would take me forever to be able to hit jumps. I'd be
well, you don't just let go. You kind of pull yourself forward a little bit and let go, because
so
you're going to have more drag than the bike.
Yeah, I think he just did not time that right at all.
I think he's an amateur trying it for the first... Well,
no, he actually...
Publicly for the first time.
No, I'm sure he's done it a few times. He just
messed up.
That was just one initial mess up.
Oh. And the last one.
Oh, nice.
The last one, which I actually have a copy on my phone, so I don't have to get up to change it.
Doesn't that make you feel special?
Oh, I know. We should do that from now on. We should have it on my phone.
On a phone, yeah. That's probably easier for us.
Okay.
Okay, what's this one, anyway?
This is a Canadian military soldier rappelling.
Upside down?
It's combat rappelling. And yes, he is upside down. What this is they will go off the top of the building and they will go head first, because if your feet are coming down first,
they could, yeah, that makes sense.
People are going to notice and they're going to start shooting.
So you got to be ready.
So yeah, you got to be ready. You got to be head first, right?
Call of Duty has taught me wrong.
Yeah. Would you do this?
Rappelling? No.
Rappelling in general?
Yeah, I have a thing with heights.
Oh, it's not that bad.
I've done it too. I've done it too.
You've got your hand
I know,
control?
I've done it too. But I just
Really?
have a thing with heights.
Was that in cadets?
Yes, and I have a thing with heights. It was at SAS Cadet. They have that rappelling.
They never
one.
let me do that at SAS Cadet.
No, we got to do that, and I just have a thing with heights. Not a big fan of them.
Yeah, I kind of know what you feel. Normal rappelling is great. I love it.
What did you rappel off of? Just a
wooden the
structure?
New Yorkton Fire Hall?
Yes.
Yeah. Out the drying tower where they hang the fire hoses.
You rappelled out of a legit building.
Yes. There's a door that goes to nowhere on the top floor of the tower that they use to dry out their fire hoses.
Door to nowhere. That's beautiful.
And it's even got a nice metal lip that sticks out a little bit from the concrete or from the brick, and you can just like slowly lean yourself back and start rappelling. And once you get going, it's great. Like I absolutely loved it.
See that one's not no god no factor for me because I've done it. It's not
the
terrible.
Upside down is an oh god no. I would not do that. Oh
head rush.
God no. Well, could you imagine? I mean, well, it wouldn't be so bad if it was only like a 120 or a 60-foot tower.
Even then.
But could you
imagine?
Of feet
high.
That is a lot of feet high.
Yeah, that looks like it hurts.
Our friend is looking at the photo of the bowl.
Disgusted. In pain. Mortified. Okay. We're done.
What the hell?
Here, have a rubber band.
I don't want a rubber band. No, it didn't break. I'm just slippery.
Don't shoot me.
Whatever made you think I was gonna do that?
That's what made me think that. Bastard.
Being upside down, imagine doing that on like a 60-floor building that you're dealing with a hostage crisis.
Just be like Batman, gliding from the next building.
No, you don't do that.
Batman
People can
doesn't
see you coming.
Yeah, but it's Batman.
No,
he instills fear into
helicopter into the top of the building.
No, Batman.
They would
Batman doesn't use a
set up their
helicopter.
repelling equipment.
I don't know what he has.
And they would start going in upside down, and they'd all go in at once as a strike force.
Learn from Batman. He instills fear. They wouldn't shoot when they seen him. They'd shoot him. Well, they'd shoot him, but they wouldn't shoot hostages. And then he would just have them all done. Game over. Because he's Batman. Batman is boss.
So to review... Oh god, no. Keep your online interactions positive. I know that's hard for some of us, especially on
optimism,
certain websites.
All that sort of jolly good stuff.
Yeah, optimism.
Optimistic.
Don't ever do that.
You said ponies. Fuck you.
I like ponies. Leave me be.
God damn it.
Huge shout out to YouTube artist, fellow YouTuber, a wonderful music artist named Alex S. He's
Alex S or Alex S?
Alex S.
Okay, so it was a name.
Yes.
Okay. Now we got that clear.
He's a wonderful artist. He's featured on our channel, and the reason for that is he was gracious enough to give us permission to use one of his songs for an opening to our videos. We are so thankful to him. We will link over to the song down in the description. Thank you so much for that.
I never talked to him, but thank you.
Yeah, I take care of most of the public
well,
relations.
yeah, in the computer stuff, and I'm just a pretty face. And I know that's saying a lot. Like,
then what am I?
The voice.
I don't even have that great a voice. I prefer your voice.
My voice sucks.
It's better than mine. I got an annoying voice. It gets shrill every once in a while.
You're shrill. There's nothing good with my voice. I don't... Off topic.
Our friend is just like, I hate you.
You're both pretty. Continue.
You're pretty.
Thank you. So yeah, that's a wrap. Thank you all so much for watching, and we hope to see you, well, probably next week.
Probably. Well, yeah, I guess you're still here next week till the 27th-ish.
We're going to be taking a slight break for a little while.
Yeah. Well, you're only gone for like a week, aren't you?
Well, so it's only Christmas, basically Christmas until early January. I'm going to be gone
that makes sense to break then.
Mexico.
That makes sense to break then.
Yeah.
Everyone's usually busy with holiday shenanigans. And
I'm going to try to get some photos while I'm there because I bought a decent camera that was on clearance because they're not carrying in stock anymore. So it's a pretty good camera. It's actually what we're filming on right now. I'm going to try to get some photos of that for you guys. Maybe even
give him
some
all
stuff
the negative feedback when he shows them.
Well,
all of it.
I'm going to try to get some photos for the Oh God No session.
But seriously, all the negative feedback to him.
Pirate cruise.
What?
Oh, it's
pirates.
awesome. It's basically like public theater on a boat with alcohol and
I'm on
pirates.
a boat. I'm on a
I will
boat.
do that.
Do
no,
it.
don't reference
Can we
that
play
song.
that after?
No,
yes,
we
I'm
can't.
I'm going to actually.
Copyright.
Not on this.
Copyright.
No, we're not playing it on this.
Oh,
I'm
you
gonna
just
listen
mean
to
on-
it after.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
God, Jesus.
Okay, that is a wrap.
I was gonna say something, but I can't remember. That's a wrap. We're done. Wait, fight to comment first.
Yes, that was awesome on the last video.
I don't know who the hell.
Thank
I
you
can't even
all.
remember who that was that did
I
it.
can't, but
But he
huge
did-
shout
he
out
did
to
it-
him.
He did it for the shits and giggles.
Yes. Bye.